It's Hot 937, hot937.com, man. Buck and Reg in the morning. Reg's not here. I'm here. I'm always here. Special guest. You know who it is. Justina Valentine. How you doing?
Oh, yeah. Buck, oh, my gosh. I miss you guys. Like, my CT family, I really feel like you guys are family because for the people who don't know, CT, outside of my own market, which is obviously, like New York, New Jersey. Well, Jersey, we don't have a radio station, so, New York.
That's the weirdest thing ever.
It's the weirdest thing. It really is the weirdest thing.
You guys never had a radio station?
Not like a syndicated, like a Hot 93.7 or Hot 97 or 105.1. Yes.
So after Hot 97, what comes after that when you get further?
Well, it's Hot 97, it's 105.1, it's Z100.
Right. New York stations.
New York stations. And I'm in North Jersey, so I'm right outside New York. So like South Jersey side, they probably listen to like the Philly stations and stuff.
Yeah, the Philly.
But yeah, we never had a station. So outside of the New York stations, Connecticut was the first station to show me love. Buck, Jenny Boom Boom, Meech, the whole crew. Who else we got? We got Semi, we got Santos, DJ Craig G.
Craig G, Billy Bush.
Yeah,
DJ
Billy
Rex.
Bush, yes. What's my other guy's name? I did an intro for him. I got his head, his face in my brain, can't think of it.
Not Semi?
Was it Reg? Maybe it was Reg. I think I did the intro for it, yes. Yeah. But you guys always showed me love. I remember when I came through here when I first did the record with Fetty, and then of course Chris Webby has always been my guy.
Yeah, Connecticut.
And you guys always showed me love and held me down, so I appreciate you.
How's it feel, man? How's it feel? I mean, the music thing has always been your first love.
Yes.
Right? You're on TV now, but your first love is the music.
Yes. It's funny because I did a red carpet last night. J Balvin had an event with G-Shock to watch, and someone on the carpet asked me, they were like, you could tell they really didn't know my history that well. They were like, so what is it like transitioning from TV to a music artist? So I was like, well, actually, I said, I was an artist before I was on TV. Right. It's just that the TV world and industry just kind of opened their arms to me and accepted me more and let me in. I said, but music has always been the passion. And I said, so I'm not transitioning. I said, but now that I'm blessed to have this platform, the music is getting heard more.
More exposure.
Exactly that. So it was just funny to hear someone say that, because some people who don't know, they're like, oh, look, the girl from Wild 'N Out wants to rap now, which is just hilarious.
You know something? That's nothing bad, because this generation doesn't know. Like when a kid runs up to LL Cool J and be like, you rap? Like, what are you talking about, this LL Cool J?
I know.
But they don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, listen, I think when you have a platform and the people know you and, they have love with you and they mess with you, it's all good. So whether you love me for Wild 'N Out, whether you love me from being on The Challenge, Basic to Bougie, any of my shows that you may watch, or my music, it's all good. I love it. I appreciate it. And a supporter, is a supporter. But I'm definitely back with a vengeance, but for the music, because
new single with Jada.
New single out with Jadakiss, shout to the GOAT. Last year was a crazy year for me, 2022. I actually was so busy with like TV and then film. I shot my own movie. It's called Forget About Christmas. And, it aired on VH1. And, I put it together from start to finish, producing it, casting it, writing on the script.
Right.
I starred in it. I got my Eddie Murphy on. I played like 6 characters.
Did you do it?
Yeah, it was crazy. It's funny. It's like slapstick comedy. It's a real cool watch. But so I didn't drop any music because I was so busy with that. That all I did was obviously I did the soundtrack for the movie. But so when 2023 started, I was like, I really have to and want to get back to the music, because TV and film like really, had me in a chokehold and had my attention.
But TV loves you.
Yes, so I was loving on it back, but I'm back to, it's like that one girl that or that one guy that you really want to get, but you can't get. I'm back. I'm back right there to my first love. So the record with Jada is doing real good. I also dropped I got a rep from my state, Jersey. I also dropped a Jersey club mix to one of my records.
That's big now. The Jersey is huge now.
So that was doing well for me too. They've been showing love to that record and the Jada record in the New York market, which has been real cool. And, I got another record dropping for Friday, which I brought here. If you guys want to premiere today or premiere whenever you want. But it's very much in that Eminem lane. My real fans know that I dropped a project called Feminem, where I remixed the Goats records and female Eminem, so I called it Feminem. So I have a very Eminem inspired record that's dropping next week, which I know my fan base, they definitely like that sound from me. So it's called Lady Shady, and I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that record to drop, and I'm back to being consistent with dropping the music.
When did you first pick up that microphone and wrote that first 16, and then that confidence came in? Because the confidence is there.
Yeah.
You stepped in the booth with Jada. You got to be confident.
Have to be.
To step in the booth with Jada.
Have to be, yeah.
And even on the show, you're going head to head with some people who come in there with the plan to take your head off.
Yes.
And then you end up taking it. So where does this confidence come from, and when did it start happening?
So I think I've always been confident. I was always like comfortable just in my own skin, and I was never the type that had to like come out of my shell. I was always very outgoing. I mean, with a voice this aggressive and deep, I had to be. I can listen. I don't have an inside voice, that's it right there. So I think I've always just been like the aggressive type, very outgoing, and I always loved to make people laugh and or get a reaction out of them, whether it was like doing something just funny or silly to make people laugh, or whether it was spitting a freestyle at a house party. I always loved to get that reaction.
You was that person.
Yeah, that you could only get like in that moment. And then it's funny because I was trying to think the other day. I was talking to my sister. I was like, yo, what do you remember, like, because people ask me sometimes, oh, what's one of your first raps? And, I've written so much stuff that's like, I really can't remember. She's like, oh, I remember. And she said it for me. I was like, girl, how you remember that? And it was, she was like, yeah, you had this on your, like, voicemail and, like, your away message.
Crazy.
I said, JUS dot, put the T to make it hot. Don't complain. Be happy that you get what you got. When I'm back in the spot and hear the line that you drop, I'ma hit you back in the tick of a talk. So that's from back in the back of the day. I said, girl, how did I know about TikTok? She goes, I guess you were just ahead of your times, because I said, I'm going to hit you back in the tick of a talk. But, so yeah, I always was good with my words. I love putting words together, and I just always, like, had, that affinity, like I said, to entertain. I love to entertain.
How many times did you get kicked out of school?
You know what? I was an athlete, so I really loved to play sports. So my thing was, like, I went to school, like, to play sports. So it was like, you know what, I didn't get through the day. So
there was no clown there?
Yeah, no. I was still crazy and, like, funny and all that other stuff. But, like, my thing was, let me get to the end of the day so I can go to practice. Because I'm really a tomboy, like, because I grew up playing sports. When I met you, Buck, I had no idea how to do my makeup. Like, Meech, when we went on tour, like, I had no idea how you're supposed to put your face on. Like, I didn't even know it was foundation first and then powder. I didn't know any of that. And then when I got on TV and, other people started, like, doing my face, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I look funny, or, like, I just didn't like how I look. So I said to myself, okay, self, if you want to look consistent, you have to learn. So then it was at that point, I just and I still don't think I'm great at makeup, but I think that when you see me, I'm going to always, like, look the same. So that was definitely one of those skills I had to pick up, because I look at old pictures and I'm like, oh, I look a fucking mess. I didn't know how to do my brows. Like, I didn't know how to do anything.
You do it yourself now?
So I have a makeup artist who I love. Shout out to Nicolina. And she does my eyes, because I can't get down with, like, see this line? That line is sharp right there.
That line is real sharp.
That's not easy. So she does the line, and then she does the brows, and then I'll do my face. Because a lot of times we're on the road. Like, we're leaving for, we're touring for Wildin' Out next year. And it's like, it's like me and all guys on a tour bus. And now my sis, Pretty V, comes with us too. So it's like, I have to know how to, you have to know how to do it. And if you mess up on the line, you bring a pair of shades. You throw the shades on, and
you gotta be ready.
They'll never, you have to be ready.
What sport was it? What did you play?
I played a little bit of everything. Soccer, track, dance team. I would play, basketball, just like not on a team, but like in the street. I thought I was like Larry Bird's daughter, but I was like a really dirty player.
Oh, one of those?
Yeah, I'll just foul you. I'll foul you all day. What about you? Because you look like right now, like you're the coach of like a a D1 basketball team.
I played basketball. I played
basketball. But Mish, right? With the
I played basketball.
With the suit on. So I gotta ask you, because just being around someone who's like so legendary and
Stop that.
No, I'm serious. Like you're so legendary, in this world. It's like, because I love radio too. That's one thing I should mention. I don't know if I ever told you. I did radio as well. Mm-hmm. And I
think I knew that.
Yeah, I loved doing radio, and I still feel like one day that's something I would very much so get back to. I loved being on the radio. I loved talking to people. How long have you been in this game doing radio?
I've been doing radio over 35, 40 years.
No, that's insane.
At least.
That's crazy. You're literally a legend in this.
Starting from college radio, back in Providence, my hometown. Every college in Providence. I did Brown University. I never went to Brown.
Okay.
But they thought, I did the station. Then they kicked me out when I found out I didn't go to Brown.
Hilarious.
I wasn't that smart.
To
go to Brown?
That is hilarious. Yeah. I did that once with a friend of mine. She was on she was doing some dancing in one of her colleges, and I did the same thing you did. Then when I found out, they're like, she's going to go here. But I love radio, and it's just like to see you, like you are just like this staple in radio, and you've been holding it down like at the station forever, and that's so cool to see. I got to interview you one day, because I'm a lot of times I'm the one asking the questions, because I have a show with my co-host Conceited, and then I've done the Justina Valentine show on MTV, so I got to have you
I just
come
love music.
through.
I love music, but the hardest part is being in my position as a program director, trying to play that role and still love the real hip-hop, love the music.
Right.
So tell me about working with Nick Cannon. How was that?
Nick is amazing. He is insane with his work ethic. Like,
I know.
Around the, and I mean that across the board.
Right.
He don't stop doing anything. He don't stop working. He don't stop fucking. He don't stop procreating.
And he don't
stop doing
personal.
no shows.
Especially when people go at him.
He doesn't.
He doesn't take it. And he's a target.
Yes.
And he doesn't take anything personal.
Well, Nick says, I think what he always says is, he says something like, all's fair in love and comedy. So basically nothing is off limits,
right.
And I think he knows, when Nick walks on that stage, he created the show. He knows what's coming. He knows what's going on. He knows what they say about him in the press. And he really doesn't take anything personal. And I think that just comes with him being so, secure in himself. And he's just, he's just goated. He's done so much dope shit from, his movie career, Love Don't Cost a Thing, Drumline, to being the creator of Wild 'N Out, one of the longest running, improv comedy shows. I mean, we just wrapped season 21.
Crazy. And the tour was crazy.
Tour was insane.
This tour. What I found out about this tour that you guys was on, people want music from you.
Yes.
People want, they love you on the show.
Yeah.
But when you hit that stage, people want music from you. So I'm glad you're putting it out now, and you haven't stopped, and you still love music, because people want that from you.
Yeah, no, I think, the thing is, I'm always going to love music, even if they never really give me my, just due and maybe what, my real supporters think I deserve. I'm always going to love it, and it's always going to be a thing for me that is I get in the studio, and it's a labor of love, because I love to do it.
Yep.
So I don't have to be like, we got to call in a writing team and see if I want to make a song. I'm going to get in that studio. I'm going to put the pen to pad, and I'm going to do it. Lately, a lot of people have been stopping me. I don't know if you've had a chance to see it, because I know you're busy doing a million things, but I did the Funk Flex
freestyle
segment. Yeah, I went up, did the Funk Flex freestyle. You know what I mean? Bodied that.
Right.
I'm getting ready. I'm going to go to the Leakers next.
The West Coast over there.
You know what I mean? Probably hit the I-95. Anytime Hot 93.7 want me to come through and lay one down, you already know what it is. But people love that from me, too, because, when I did Sway, that went crazy, and everyone would, stop me about that.
Yeah.
Now everyone's stopping me about the Funk Flex, and then, obviously, the Jada record is doing great. I mean, the video's been out, I think, a week and a half. Mm-hmm. It's got, 600,000 views. But, real views, not pay-per-view, not label views. That's real YouTube views. So that's on its way to 1 million. And BET and MTV are about to start supporting it. So I just sent them the closed caption version and all that. So it's moving. And then this Lady Shady joint, I think, is a real good follow-up. I'm excited for you to hear that.
I gotta go check that out.
Yeah.
Does it on a personal side? I want to be serious. Does it get frustrating sometimes because you know you want this music to be out there on the charts and everything?
Yeah.
But you have the TV thing and you're like, what's the missing piece?
Yeah.
Do you ever think about what that missing piece is? Even though the record with Jada is hot, you got hot records.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't, but
yeah.
Did you do you think about that sometimes?
Yeah, I definitely think about sometimes. I mean, let me start with the first question. Yes, it's definitely frustrating.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I'm not going to sit up here. But at the same time, I am very grateful for where I'm at, because you seen where I started when we was pulling up in the hoopty and I had the little mixtapes. I was, Meech probably saw me threaten a few people back in the day to buy a mixtape, motherfucker. No, I used to go to the mall with my best friend. She still laughs about this. And when guys would ask us for our numbers, she wasn't allowed to give them her number, and I wouldn't give my number if they didn't buy the mixtape. So it's like Meech, like I said, Meech probably seen me threaten some people on the road to buy a CD. But it's frustrating, yes. But I never let that frustration take over my attitude of gratitude, because I am very thankful to be where I'm at, because I am at a position where I'm really doing what I love. I really worked a million jobs at strip clubs, hostessing, waitressing, telemarketing, bullying people into buying my CDs. I really did everything.
And you're still the same person. You are still the same person. That's what I love about you. You're still the same person.
I just look a little better now. I got it a little bit together. Meech, you not show any of our old tour pictures, Meech. He gonna blackmail me one day.
So when we get to here, I can throw them on the screen. Send me the pictures.
But oh my gosh, I was so skinny back then too. But what I don't want to do is let the frustration take over me being grateful, because I am so thankful. I thank God I'm at where I'm at. Yeah. But while still being grateful, yes, I'm frustrated that my music isn't where I'd like it to be, where I think it should be. And, I think it's a bunch of I don't think it's one thing. I think it's a bunch of factors. Mm-hmm. I think, coming from TV to music, that's one thing right there. Even though that I was doing the music first, it's the perception with the people. So first it's okay, we got to accept this girl from this, comedy music show to now be a rapper. It's like that. Then it also has to do, I think a thing is being a female. I'm not going to say being white, because there's a lot of white boy rappers. Right. So I'm going to say that I'm a white female, so I'll say that. Then I think it's, I haven't necessarily had someone real solidified, in the music space, really put their arm around me
and hug you, and
how we've seen in the past with some other female artists and just other artists that have really thrived. Obviously, Nick, that's my big bro, mentor and all that. But Nick he's legendary in so many different lanes, and it's mostly obviously TV and film. So I think that could be something too, where it hasn't been someone who's really respected. Come with me,
let's go.
So that it's a few different things, But I think those are some of the main things. But I think that we're also getting to a point where I've done so many things where even if you don't really like me, people have some level of, well, she does write her own stuff. Yeah. She does go up and body these funk flex and sways. One take, by the way, because some people have to go up there and do 4, 5, 6, and 7. I meant to pop my shit about that.
You don't see that part. So, that's the editing. Hit the editing.
Or she really holds her own on Wild Out. We watch her really come off the top as Sway's giving her topics. We watch her come off the top on Wild Out. Can't say she doesn't work hard. So I think it's that too, just kind of slowly winning over the people, because some people are just going to be, predisposed to just not like you.
Automatically,
Yeah, so it's I think winning some of those people over. And, I've even seen some people in the comments I didn't really like her at first, but she's pretty dope though. And she, so I think it's, I think more people have kind of warmed up to me that maybe
they have,
weren't at first. And I think it's just, for me, I have never been scared of a challenge or working hard. I had to work very hard to get here. I had to cut my teeth to get here. I had to grind very fucking hard. Meech saw me and my best friend Randy on tour splitting dollar cheeseburgers off the McDonald's menu.
Wow.
We were hungry for real for this shit, and so I'm definitely no stranger to hustling and making it happen. And a no has never scared me because I literally had to hear a million no's before I started getting yeses. So I think it doesn't make me bitter. It actually makes me better.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, you ain't fuck with me on this? Watch this.
What I like about you is I tell people all the time, you can't make people respect you. You have to earn it, and you've earned it. Like, it's to a point right now when people come on that show, it's not like, don't let the white girl bother you. No, they say your name. Don't let Justine. That's when you earn that. Don't let her bother you because she will.
No, some of the guests that like I'm cool with, they'll be like, "Yo, I told them I wanted to be on your team."
Did you?
But there's been times that they've cut full Wild Styles out because someone's team has requested you can't air that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That bad?
Whew.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a few, but there was one that was, I'll tell you off air, but it was treacherous.
They got that mad? They got mad?
Not mad. It was just such a bad look for them that they were like, please, you can't air that, and they didn't air.
You do too much homework on some of these artists. That's what it is. You do too much homework.
The funny part was I didn't do any homework. I had nothing for the person, and they had like 2 16s written for me. You know, came at me once, went crazy, bodied them. The person that they were with, who's a legendary person,
you're not gonna say
was like, no, I'm gonna tell you off air, because I'm not like, one thing about me is I'm not really like a shit talker. Even when I do my tea time with Justina Valentine, I hit you for 2 bars, then I'm off to the next person. Yeah. But their person was like, yo, get her again. Got me again with their other written 16, bodied them. So, you know, but that's just what I love to do. When it comes to freestyle and this rap shit, I really love it for real. So that's why, like, Wildin' Out has been such a blessing to me that even if maybe it has hurt my music a little bit, I wouldn't change it for the world. Wildin' Out changed my life.
You got an amazing life.
And that's what I'm saying. So it's like, even though it is frustrating, I'll never let that, like, overcloud, like, how happy I am to be where I'm
never
at.
do that, because it's coming. You keep making this music, it's coming. And somebody's going to come and put their arm around you and take you to that next level.
Yep. So, you know, like, Buck, I have to say, you always put your arm around me, so I love you. I appreciate you for that. Toad's Place.
Yeah.
You in the building, Black Friday?
I'm going to come down there Black Friday. You and Chris Webby.
Yep.
It's always sold out.
Shout out my brother Webb. Yeah, you know, he always sells it out. Last year I wasn't in town, so I couldn't make it, but normally I'm here I was here 2 years ago, I think 3 years ago, 4 years ago, so I'm in the building. Definitely going to do the Jada record.
Yep.
You know, some other new stuff that I got, and just rock out with my CT family, because y'all really like my CT's really like my second home, you know, outside of, you know, Jersey and New York. So
that's good. I can't wait. I got a few friends in the industry. I'm happy to say she's one of my good friends in the industry.
Thank
a lot
you,
of industry
love
friends
you.
too, but I got some real friends. I was at the VMAs one year. I was clean meat.
In Jersey.
I had the red velvet jacket, like, yo, Buck. Yo, Buck.
But come on, Buck, you know when you on that carpet, you always looking clean.